Because I feel like we have like our best convos when we just like
We're
come
just
up with
trying.
them. Yeah.
And so it's like if we just have the camera there, it's ready to go.
I agree.
Which is nice. And then we can bloop, TikTok highlight.
Yeah.
Hi vlog. Today we were drinking. We need to come up with a name for. Okay, I know we're not like. We literally have no channel yet. Like we have no subscribers. But I'm like, we need to come up with a name for our fans. Like Adam McIntyre has his muckers. Like, what could we be? Because people love
I
that.
feel like our name is not.
It's not.
good.
But we could call them something. I guess we'll have to like think of something funny in it if it sticks.
I agree. I think like I have this favorite YouTuber. It's called St. John Drowning. It's like a brother and a sister, but like they base their like YouTube off like St. John Drowning, like the one episode of Victorious, like
Okay.
of St. John.
Yeah.
Like it's just funny, like something like that. Like I feel like we need to like
It's
something
the
random,
story,
like
yeah.
whatever we
or
do.
like, you know, Tana Mojo's toothbrush story.
Oh my god.
Like, but she's known for it. Like, if you were to name your
Mhm.
people after that, like that makes sense to those people who watch, the avid fans. What's interesting is like, for people who are starting out and wanting to do YouTube, we've watched a lot, like so much YouTube. It just feels like they should have been doing it. That feels weird.
I
We've never
know.
tried.
I know. I mean, like we had that one video of us when we did each other's makeup that I still have on my phone.
You have it?
I believe I do.
Damn, that's crazy.
Maybe we could look at it later, but yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we've always wanted to. It's always been something we've loved. And it's like if we put effort in, it might take off. It could go somewhere. Do those like TikToks that people are like, oh my god, why am I not viral yet? Like maybe your content's up. Like,
Yeah,
sucks,
maybe.
you know what I mean? Sorry. Me and I've never made a TikTok in my fucking life. Like I'm roasting people already.
Damn. This bitch got an ego.
We're drinking sweet red wine from Aldi.
Yeah.
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 Okay, favorite Ari albums, order, go.
I'm not good at ranking things.
Okay, I'll start.
Alright.
Number 1. I'm starting off strong. We're gonna go number 1. I know.
I feel like I don't know her songs that well enough anymore that I could rank them now.
See,
it's like
RJ and I
low-key.
just discussed this the other day, and we like have some. I think we agree mainly.
Okay.
Sweetener. Thank you. Next. Positions. Dangerous Woman.
I would have switched those, I think. Well, that's so hard. I like them both. See, I can't rank things. I can't. They're just all so good in their different ways.
RJ puts Positions at number 1, so I don't
Fucking
have
weirdo.
that. Fucking weirdo. I respect it though. Positions is a great album.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't trust my opinion. I am not that big of a fan of hers that I can, like, have an opinion on.
Who can we have an opinion on right now? Let's think of someone.
Taylor, obviously. But, like,
That's too hard of an opinion.
yeah, and we do that one, like, every other day, so.
Miss Swift.
You know who, like, fell off the face of the earth?
Who?
Post Malone.
So true.
he
Where's
was
Post
coming
Malone
up-
at?
He was coming up in my, like, music today, and I was like, damn, I forgot about him.
He's really good.
Yeah. Although I feel like people that like him like too much, it's like, okay, you're a little bit too much obsessed
Sus.
with him. I'm like, okay, that's a
Yeah.
little suspicious.
A little sus.
Also, can I move this just a tad?
Yeah.
I don't like the way it was. Sorry, is that good?
Yeah.
Because now I'm just sitting back. Felt like it was awkward the other way, sorry.
No, you're good. I
Okay.
respect it.
Alright.
Get those angles.
Thank you. Oh, I miss taking photos of you in Mexico. That was so fun.
That was fun.
I wish
Did
that
you
it wasn't like miserable when
yeah,
we
that's
went.
so true.
Not to sound like white privilege, which I am, but like we went. Okay, let me talk about this trip.
Talk about it.
So first of all, think about this. So I went into quarantine October of 2020. Did not get out of quarantine in probably of like late April of 2021. Okay? So I wanted to die. And then
No, her mom would not let her leave the house. Like, when she means, like, she was
like,
locked
I'm not lying. Like, I
down
didn't
for
get to go to the
over
grocery
a
store. We went into COVID, like, March 2020. Then, like, June of 2020, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And then for a couple months, I was, like, allowed to do things in October. And then to
and
April.
everything got
Yeah.
shut.
Yeah. And then, like, we got our vaccinations, like, that spring, whatever. Then we decided to go on a trip to Mexico as, like, a senior trip for me. And just like a COVID, like, oh, we're done with it, kind of like we thought type deal. And so we go to Mexico. You can chime in whenever.
Yeah.
We go to Mexico. We were so excited. We had outfits planned for, like,
For
ever.
warm weather.
For
We were
warm
planning,
weather.
yeah.
We were planning on warm weather. And
The forecast said it, too.
honestly, I didn't look. Like, I was going no matter what, so, sorry, so we go to Mexico, we got excited, we would go on, like, walks and plan all the outfits that we wanted and blah, blah, blah. So we go to Mexico. I don't know if I told you this, but I was talking to, Nani about this, and on the plane ride, I felt like something was going to go wrong.
Same.
Like, remember I was, like, sick, and I kept having to go to the bathroom because, like, I thought I was going to be sick.
Dark.
Like, my stomach
Heavy.
just, like,
Something felt
there was
weird.
something, like, I'm not even lying, I was in the bathroom the whole fucking
That gave me
flight
chills.
because, like,
I literally have goosebumps right. Look. That freaked me out.
I felt like something was going to go wrong. And then we go to Mexico, it starts raining, right, as we get there, pouring. It was like a tropical storm.
No, literally, we get off the plane.
Yep.
And it's minutes, pouring rain, flooding. The ground has inches of water. Bags are flooding. Luggage is flooding. Like, people's luggage is getting fucked up. And people have their stuff all around. The workers.
Yeah.
Lunges.
Like, we were all, like,
lunges
we were all just, like, huddled into, like, one area that had a roof because, like, it's Mexico. You don't, like, you stand outside for everything.
Yeah, it doesn't
like,
rain like this, but, like, it
was raining. We did not have a single day of just, like, sunshine. It was raining the whole time that we were there. And when it wasn't raining for, like, the 20 minutes that it wouldn't, it was so humid from all the rain and all of the, like, puddles on the street.
You couldn't see.
Yeah, it was, like, and it would get, like, so humid that you would be, like, I was taking photos of Bailey, and we were sweating off our makeup 5 minutes into it.
The camera would fog up.
Yes, the camera was fogging up.
Like, our big
the
camera,
lens, we couldn't keep it, like, clear.
at all.
Because it was so humid.
It was crazy. And then the food was
was terrible.
The food,
Like, we didn't eat the whole
We were
trip.
traveling during a global pandemic, but when we went out to, like, the restaurants in the area and stuff, they were really good. But then, like, our food on our resort, they didn't do any room service they promised. It was such bad quality food. Horribly, like,
I'm normally not, like, I'm a picky eater, but I'm not, like, I would never, like, not eat just because I, like, don't like the food. But I hated the food. I could not eat.
I lost 5 pounds.
We barely
I actually
ate.
lost 5 pounds.
Like, we barely ate while we were there. And it was just terrible. And the way it was, like, so, like, the rain would fill up the tides and stuff. The smell.
Oh
my
so
God.
bad.
Like, I would be on the verge of, like, thinking I was going to throw up the whole time we were walking.
So bad.
Like, when we were outside of our,
It was just fish
like, room.
and seaweed.
It was just fish and seaweed and the smell. I wish I could describe it to you. It was nasty.
Vile ocean. Ugh.
You don't want to, like, think about what it would,
know.
yeah.
But yeah, it was, like, literally the worst weather ever. And then it was just a bad time.
And then we are, this part's funny. We were sleeping, we get, like, knocks on, like, at 7 a.m. and I'm pissed because I'm like, who the fuck is waking me up at 7 a.m.?
Yeah, we didn't
Like,
have room service order.
We
There
didn't
was
have,
nothing.
like,
They weren't doing room service.
We were dead
Yeah.
asleep. And I'm pissed because I'm like, why are my parents waking me up this early? And I open the door, and it's my mom standing in her pajamas with like her phone and her iPad, and she goes, "Eric died," and Eric's my brother. Like my brother died, and that was like,
wow, we're in the middle of Mexico, stuck in a rainstorm.
I was like, oh, all right, and I was like, I felt guilty for being mad at her, and I was like, oh,
it was bad. It was like it was horrible.
It was terrible. And then my sister was at home alone, and we were like, what the fuck do we tell her? We're not home, like, we can't. And we couldn't get any flights because they were, like, terribly expensive.
Rainstorm.
It was terribly expensive as well.
Yeah, it was like...
Because there were, like, no flights in the area that we were in.
It was like we were leaving in 3 days, and the only flight out was in 2 days.
So it was not worth it, and it was, like, super expensive, like...
It's not like he was in the hospital, he was, like, literally...
Like, he was just dead. So, we had to, like... it was terrible. We had to have someone, like, go over and, like, tell my sister and blah, blah, blah. And, that trip was just terrible. So then, I've never seen my dad cry ever in my whole life. And he was crying the whole rest of the trip, and it was just,
And then it was like, now we're stuck in Mexico, supposed to be happy for the next 3 days, partying, and, like, we were going to the things at night and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was, like, so weird. It was like, going to dinner the next morning, like, the breakfast the next morning. It was like, we're gonna sit here and have a mimosa.
Yeah,
while your son just was, like, dead.
Yeah.
It was so strange. It was one of the weirdest
things
I've ever
experienced. It was so weird.
And the fact that, like, we experienced it together is so wild.
Yeah. Like, we share that experience.
Yeah. Nobody else will, like, know that.
Know what happened down... Yeah, it was weird as fuck. So that is the time that we went to Mexico.
It was a really happy story. So I guess we just should not have traveled in 2021.
Yeah. Damn, that wine.
Ooh, I know, I already drank. Look at it.